Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Rule 34 podcast. I'm your host, Jack, joined by my fellow co-host.
177013.
What is that, your social security number or something?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're back again. How have you been, mate?
Pretty good. So far, school's been pretty pog-champ. Classes have been going great. Surprisingly, I actually have A's in my class for the time being. Although I have a bad feeling it's going to go downhill at some point. Schoolwork has been pretty okay. Some module exams have came out. So far, I have not received my scores yet, but I feel pretty confident in them. But we're going to have to wait and see. In terms of the stock market, I finally pulled out. With an original investment of $400, I pulled out around $800. So I guess that's a double invest. I doubled my profits, if that makes sense.
Nice.
It's something. So far, the stock market is plummeting down, so it's a great time to buy for the long term. Other than that, I've been pretty much just been chilling. I've been given more work days, surprisingly, so I've been a bit more tired than normal. It is what it is when, you're working. I think, the more you work, the more hours you're given. Because, it's like seniority. I think it's called like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the more you work, the more hours you're given. And I guess it's getting a bit of a toll on me. Because, now, I'm walking every day to work, walking backwards like at around 10 at night.
Dang.
And it's killing me, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah, I feel you.
What about you, Joseph?
I've been doing well. Let me check the calendar just to get this correct. I believe it was... I'm gonna feel so bad. I think it was the 28th that we celebrated. It was either the 28th or the 27th. I'm blanking right now, but it was one of those days that we celebrated my grandma's birthday.
Nice.
And then Tuesday we celebrated my dad's birthday.
I remember that.
Yeah, so it was just fun to really spend time with them, and as many people know, literally like the day before my grandma's birthday, I kind of just like had this revelation and stuff, and like essentially was tired of being like depressed and stuff,
Right.
And so like I just wanted to make change in my life, and so right now I have an app to keep track on me, to help me stay on track. I've been 5 days depression free.
Nice.
I've been holding up, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been enjoying every single day ever since,
It's beautiful, man.
And speaking, or what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna mention, like, is it like those daily journal apps, something like that, where you can like write it down and it tells you like how you feeling and how you been?
It's somewhat like that because it's there, but for the most part, you just type in like what you're trying to be free of,
Right.
And so like you can type in like anything, you could type in that you're trying to be free of like drinking. I think it even has options for like trying to like stop eating like junk food,
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can put in custom ones, so like it just kind of keeps track, and it's cool because it keeps track of the days, hours, minutes, seconds, stuff like that. Like it shows you like full on like real time of how long it's been, and it gives you a milestone for reaching certain amount of days. It gives you like quotes to keep you motivated,
Right.
So I've just been using that, and like for the most part, it sets alarms for, to make sure you're kind of keeping on track. It makes you like write down like why you want to be free of whatever you want to be free of.
Right.
And so you set a time for when you get the notification, and they call it pledges, and you're just supposed to read the pledge and say, like, that you're going to be free of it for that day. And then you set a second time, which you probably set like later on in the day, or like whenever you're about to go to sleep.
Right.
And there you review your day, and you put like if you kept up with it today or not. And if you put no, then it resets the time.
Oh yeah, okay, I get you.
But so I've been using that to keep up.
Right.
And
what's the app called for like anyone else who might want to use this application?
Hold on. The app is called I Am Sober.
Oh,
so as
okay.
you can tell, hearing that, you would think, it's like just for people who drink,
Right.
But it has like I said, it has a ton of options and customizations for like almost anything that you just want to be free from, And it even lets you customize it and put like anything you would want to put in it,
Yeah, I get you. Interesting.
But so, speaking of being excited for things, I came up with this topic solely because of what happened yesterday. And that was Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade 2 being added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, for me, for those who don't know, Dominic doesn't play Super Smash Bros., but he knows about it. And, I'm pretty sure you would always see Etika's reactions to whenever characters were revealed.
Yep.
But so, for me, I'm the type of person that when a character is revealed, if it's not the one that I wanted in, I don't mind, Because in my eyes, I'm just happy that there's new DLC for the game, keeping it fresh with new characters.
Right.
But, there's a lot of people in the Smash community who, whenever there's a character announced that they don't like, they go crazy and stuff and start freaking ranting and harassing people,
Right.
But so when they announced that they were coming out, and then they announced when they were going to be doing the, basically, Sakurai doing the character like reveal and showing their moveset and stuff, I thought, hey, why not get someone who like doesn't really play or doesn't like play Smash but knows about, like with Dominic and me, or I play Smash but Dominic doesn't play it but I play it. Why not have us discuss what today's topic is, and that is, what characters do we want in Smash Bros? Now, before we get into it, there's a lot that goes into choosing or speculating who gets into Smash,
Right.
Now, one of the big things is what characters are deconfirmed for the game. And by deconfirmed, technically no one's really deconfirmed, but it's just speculation based off of things that we notice in the game,
Yeah.
And it's basically just speculation of characters who we just don't think can be added to Smash, especially now as DLC, when there was a bunch of characters deconfirmed at launch, and then over time as DLC came out, there was characters deconfirmed. So,
right.
to give a lot of context to Dominic, one thing that deconfirms characters is the Mii costumes, which Mii costumes are just, when you create a Mii, you basically can dress them up as characters from, like, other series, that they add, like, the costumes in for.
Yeah.
So, they have a bunch of Mii costumes for Cuphead from Cuphead, Sans from Undertale, Ashley from the WarioWare series, Gino from Super Mario RPG, Tifa, Barrett, and Aerith from Final Fantasy VII, Rex from Xenoblade 2, which is why everyone when they showed this costume back at like launch of game, it was funny because they said they wanted to include him, but like it was like too late in the planning process that he could have been added, and so they just gave him a Mii costume.
Oh.
And so, while they haven't necessarily stated specifically that Mii costume is deconfirmed, it's pretty much a deconfirmation because for the most part, unless like they were in the game, if the character got in before the Mii costume, essentially, like it's deconfirmed because before they had Chrom and K. Rool as Mii costumes, but then they got it added in for the base game of Smash Ultimate, meaning they were fine, you know?
Right.
But for the most part, the Mii costumes that get added in with the DLC kind of just say, yeah, these characters won't be making it in as DLC for now. Especially because we haven't seen a character yet make it in as DLC while having a Mii costume. Another thing is the assist trophies in the game. You got Waluigi, Shadow, Isaac, Zero, Lyn, a bunch of others, but those are like the main ones that like fans want. But because they're in as assist trophies, you know, like semi their own characters, like would just like help you out in game. Again, people don't think they'll make it in. And then the final thing is Overload, because you're not going to really see them add DLC for the most part for a series that already has a bunch of representation in game. Because before they added Byleth, Fire Emblem had 7 characters, but then they added Byleth, that's 8. Before they added Piranha Plant, Mario had 10 representatives in game, and with Piranha Plant was 11. I put Zelda here, but they only have 5, but like still kind of higher than a lot of other series. And Pokemon has 8. So, you know, those are only sort of deconfirmed just because, you know, you don't want to overload those franchises, you know? And
right.
Plus, it would probably annoy the fans if those games were getting more representation than others.
Oh, interesting.
But so, before we get into our list, Dom, is there any characters that you don't really think would be interesting to see in Smash?
Not interesting, eh? Let me think. I feel like some characters that would not be interesting would be like who would be like? I mean, we could just get it from random like famous game franchises, right?
Yeah.
Like let's say Dr. Eggman, you know, from the Sonic series. Like, do you think? I'm pretty sure he was added in. Sonic's definitely added into Smash, but like you could like throw in like Eggman, like, you know, or like maybe someone who might not be like interesting would be like Rayman from the Rayman series.
Yeah. So it's funny you say that. I have Rayman on my list too. Here's the thing, like I said, I wouldn't complain if they were added, but like I probably wouldn't buy the DLC for them. But like, I don't know, I don't see Rayman as being really that much interesting to me. I don't want to see Fortnite added to the game.
Oh, definitely.
To me, it would just be another Snake from Metal Gear Solid who's in the game already.
Is Raiden in the game?
No.
Raiden from Metal Gear?
No. People kind of want him in. Oh, that's one thing I recommend. There's, you know, the spirit mode, Dominic, like with the whole campaign of the game and stuff. Yeah. Those technically don't deconfirm because we've seen a lot of characters get in that were spirits, such as Min Min and Pyra and Mithra.
Right.
But I don't know. I wouldn't really have any interest in seeing those two. This is probably gonna give me a lot of hate, but I wouldn't really be interested in seeing Sora from Kingdom Hearts in the game.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but like I just kind of look at Sora as a character and just like, nah, I don't think I'd be interested in it.
Right.
And to make more people mad at me, I wouldn't want to see Goku in Smash. Mainly because